Let's go on to our predictions for week number 7. We're going to skip the Thursday game and go to the Sunday games. Another London game. Why does this... It used to be that 1-2 games a year and you're like, all right. But it's like, I feel like even if, is this permanent? Like,
yes.
Is this always going to be like this? Like,
yeah.
Jeez, this is...
Goodell's serious about putting a team somewhere, outside of the U.S.
That logistics is going to be awful.
This week right here, this Rams game.
Awful, because the Rams had to fly basically half across the world to just play.
Not to mention, they just flew across to play. Who they play? Baltimore? So they have to fly from West Coast all the way to the East to play Baltimore this week. I imagine they went back home, right? Back to LA. And now, at some point this week, I imagine probably Thursday, they'll fly all the way back out now again to head to London. That's not good for them. And that's why, we're getting to our picks. That's why I have Jacksonville winning this week.
It's terrible because even if these teams that play overseas, they get a bye week for playing overseas, you tell me that they're going to be ready, even that they play on Sunday, they're going to be ready to play on London time?
Yeah.
Terrible, but band plays on. Los Angeles Rams at the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is supposed to be a home game, but we know they're playing it in London. 2.5 are the Rams' favorite. 44.5 is the point total. Ron, you went with Jacksonville, right? Yeah, I went with Jacksonville too. I think that they're not gonna. I think that that play that they beat Kansas City on, it's not gonna repeat itself. I think that they're gonna straighten it out. So I got them winning over the Rams. Next game is the Saints at Bears. Bears are favored by 5.5. 47.5 is the point total. Ron, what's your prediction?
I'm taking the Bears to win. In Chicago, tough place to play. I know the Saints are playing better, but give me Chicago to win this one.
Yeah, give me Chicago. I think Ben Johnson is finally the reps are finally happening for him and Williams. So give me the Bears. Dolphins at Browns, two dysfunctional teams.
Yeah.
2.5 is the Browns favored. 40.5 is the point total. Ron, who'd you go with?
I'm going with Cleveland here. I wouldn't put money on this game, but I trust the Browns defense over anything Miami's doing right now. And this game, like you said, is in Cleveland. Weather probably won't be that bad this weekend, but I'm going to take the Browns to win this one.
Yeah, I went with the Browns too, but this was actually going to be my upset special, and I went back and forth, and I was like, but then I saw those things that came out of Tua's mouth. It's almost like he was trying to say, like, don't blame me, man.
Yeah, he has to take some accountability.
But he was trying to, like, shake it off, like, I'm just a football player. They'll tell me what to do. So I went with Cleveland. The next game, Raiders at Chiefs. This is the highest spread of the week. 12.5 for KC. 45.5 is the over and under. Ron, what's your prediction?
Kansas City I think they'll go over that 12.5. Spot.
Yeah, I mean, the way that offense for Las Vegas has been playing, even with Genti, it's just not enough. And now, I don't think they have a tight end, right?
Yeah, Bauer's been hurt. They're talking about holding him out till after their bye week. So, they have Mayer, who's another good tight end, but it's he's not Bauer.
The next game is Eagles at Vikings. Eagles are favored by 1.5. 42.5 is the over and under. Ron, who'd you go with?
I went with Minnesota here. Again, going back to what I said last week, teams coming off their bye week have an advantage, and Minnesota has just had their bye week. I think McCarthy is ready or close to ready to play this week. We'll see. I don't trust him as a quarterback. I haven't been impressed, but they're playing at home extra time to prepare, to get healthy. Give me Minnesota to win this one.
Because Minnesota is coming off a bye week, right? Yeah. I know they're going to have the bye week, but I went with the Eagles. I know that they're dysfunctional. Them in Miami, probably the most, where players are just doing their own thing. They have total disregard for their coaching, but I just feel like Philly might pull this off, but I didn't want to go upset special, but because the point is so low, the spread is so low, but give me Philly to win this one. The next game, Panthers at Jets. This is a cooked team. For some reason, Carolina is favored by 1.5. I thought that should be more, but whatever. 41.5 is the spread. Ron, what's your prediction?
It pains me to say that I got to take Carolina, and now they scored a lot this past week, right? They beat Dallas 30.
But you know what? They haven't won a game on the road, though.
Yeah, and Dallas's defense stinks. But the Jets are so bad.
They don't score any points.
Fields is so bad, and unless you tell me they're pulling Fields and putting Tyrod Taylor in, I don't think the Jets are going to win. There's not, I don't think. And this could be the breaking point, for Glenn. If he loses this game, he could be fired, but I'm going to take Carolina here.
Has there ever been fired first year coach?
Yes. I'm sure there had. I can't think of who it's been, but I'm sure it's happened before.
It wasn't Adam Gase, right? For the Jets. I think he was there a couple of years. I just feel like this is like rinse repeat. Like they just can't keep a coaching staff. Yeah. I thought that Robert Saleh was gonna be the one that finally. Nope, I was wrong.
The guy from ESPN who went to the Colts, they brought him in as an interim. The former player, they brought him into
just Saturday.
Was he fired like that same year, or
wasn't he with the Colts? Didn't the Colts bring him in?
Yeah, they brought him in. I thought he might be one that was fired.
I think he was an interim coach.
Yeah, but he was probably fired like right away.
Yeah, they didn't keep him. He didn't come back. Next game, the Giants at Denver Broncos. Denver is favored by 6.5. 40.5 is the over and under. Ron, what's your prediction?
I am taking the Giants. Part of it is because I don't trust Denver. Denver barely beat the Jets. They only put up 13 points and barely beat the Jets. Something's going on with their offense. I don't know what it is. But the Giants, one thing we know they have is a good front line. So their defense is going to be ready to play. Give me the Giants to win this one.
Yeah, I went back and forth with this one because number one, I didn't see that game against the Jets in London, and number two, is it still Bo Nix? Like, is Bo Nix the issue, or is it just that Champagne doesn't have the fastball anymore?
I think it's part of Bo Nix how he's playing the running game at times. I think it's like a combination of just different issues that have happened.
Because he's supposed to be like an offensive genius. Like he knows the plays, he knows what to run. I mean, that game against the Chargers, I think he played the clock perfectly and he ran out the clock. And I think he's a better coach than Dable. So I went with Denver. Strictly on just having a better coach. I
don't know why I didn't make this game my upset special. 6.5 is a huge spread.
That's huge spread.
There's no way I could see Giants losing by more than 6.5.
I mean, they would have to play like the Saints and just give the ball away many, many times. The next game, the Colts at Chargers. Chargers are favored of 1.5. The over and under is 40.5 points. Ron, what's your prediction?
Yeah, I'm taking Indy. I know the Chargers had a good win this past week. They did win, right?
Against Miami, yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's the Dolphins that they played. Too many injuries for the Chargers to overcome, I think. So I want to take Indy to win this one.
I can see why the spread is 1.5 because Indy's defense is not that good, which was strange because, and I think that they've beaten really bad teams.
Terrible teams.
I think that this might be one of those times where they face a decent team. The Chargers are a decent team. I know they have a lot of injuries, but give me the Chargers to win this game. I think that close game, but they pull it off. Next game, Commanders at the Cowboys. The Washington is favored by 1.5. 55.5 is the total points. Ron, what's your prediction?
Yeah, it's gonna be a high scoring game. Both these teams, like defensively, not playing that well at all. I'm taking Dallas, although they just lost to Carolina. I'm going to take Dallas to win this one because I think Washington's offense has some question marks for sure. Now, if the receiver, what's his name, McLaurin plays, might be a different story. But I want to take Dallas to win this one.
I took Dallas, and I also saw the point spread total. And to be honest, I think this might be a tie. Because both defenses are not great, especially Dallas defense is awful. And I just see a tie here for some reason. Cowboys are good at home, I guess you can call them that, but they just, man, I would hate to be a Dallas Cowboys fan, because then I saw on the ticker, Jerry Jones is like, I'm willing to trade for a defensive player. You had a defensive player. This dude lost his mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. Next game, Packers at the Cardinals. Packers are favored by 6.5. 44.5 is a point spread total. Ron, who'd you go with?
Yeah, I don't know who's playing quarterback. If it's going to be Kyler Murray if he comes back, or if it's going to be Brissett. I'm taking Green Bay here. I think they're the better team, but I have a feeling Arizona might be like it's gonna be a closer game than people expect, because Green Bay is not a team that, for some reason, at least not yet, they have like gone away and blown teams out yet. So give me Green Bay to win, but I think it's gonna be a sneaky close game.
It's weird because at the beginning of the year, they were the juggernaut team. I mean, week number 3, we were like, yeah, this is going to be Green Bay's year. I think that they're a prepared team. They just have a problem with like playing to the level. I don't know. Something's going on with that defense. I also picked Green Bay to win this one. I want to say I like the Cardinals but they're just always in the game.
Right.
They're always in the game. So, yeah, give me Green Bay. Sunday night game, Falcons at 49ers. Niners are favored by 2.5.
This is your upset special here.
Oh, yeah.
These next two games.
Well, let's just do them anyways, because they're basically our upset special. So, this is my upset special. I got Atlanta beating San Francisco, and I got the final score as, I didn't even write it down. So the point spread for them is, let me just look, 47.5. So I think that Atlanta actually scores with Penix more points than San Francisco. Give me a 24-21 win. I think Atlanta, I know that they just beat Buffalo and they might be hyped up, but Mac Jones or whoever is the quarterback is no Josh Allen. So I pick Atlanta to win this game.
Yeah, I'm taking San Fran here. It comes down to the head coach for San Fran. I trust him. I think Shanahan will get things back in order here, and he'll pull out a win. I don't fully trust Atlanta yet, but again, like I just said at the beginning of the podcast, Atlanta is going to be a team that is going to surprise some people and could back their way into the playoffs. But I'm taking San Fran to win this one.
Okay, then last game. And who's your upset special?
Yeah, so this is my upset special. It's Tampa at Detroit. Detroit is favored, which isn't surprising. 5.5 is the spread, though. That's a little bit surprising. 52.5 is the over/under, second highest. That's not surprising either. I think both of these teams will score a lot of points. But I'm taking Tampa. I'm not ever, I think I mentioned this, gonna go against Baker Mayfield. I think he's the clear-cut MVP at this point. It's his to lose. I think he's gonna do something miraculous again. And I see them pulling out a win at the buzzer, basically. I got 31-30 as the final score, going over the 52.5.
Yeah, I also got Tampa Bay winning this one. They're figuring it out that their defense is getting better. I know they got a couple injuries on the line, but Baker Mayfield is playing. I don't even know how to describe it, because he's just like doing it all. Passing, running, talking trash.
Yeah.
He's just doing it all. And I'm like,
ultimate competitor, man.
You think that Carolina, Cleveland, even LA are like kicking themselves like, dude, we could have just signed this guy.
I don't think if he stayed at Cleveland, he'd have that much success, because I think it starts at the top again, and there's so much dysfunction there. The owners and coaches would just hold him back. Everyone's a victim of their circumstance, like the position you're in, the team that you play for. We've seen that now with Daniel Jones and the success he's having now, right? We see that with like other quarterbacks who've Darnold, right, who've gone off and had success. So I think they would have ruined him.
I forgot, Ron, that there's another two-nighter Monday night.
Oh yeah,
Houston Texans at Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are favored at 3.5. 41.5 is the over and under. What's your prediction?
You see what time this game's at?
I'm probably gonna be asleep, to be honest.
10 o'clock at night
I'm
Eastern.
gonna be asleep.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to watch this one. I like Seattle too. I think they're a really good team. I got Seattle winning, but these Monday night games, I'm not a fan. I don't care what time it is. I'm not a fan of like having two Monday nights. I'm just not into it at all.
I mean, if we lived in the West Coast, that'd be great. Because you're like, oh, there's another game at 7 o'clock. Perfect. 6 o'clock. Perfect. I think that sometimes, the NFL hoards itself out to these YouTube, high bid.
Oh, yeah.
TV contracts, and just like, oh, you want 2 games on a Monday night? Sure. Yeah. Oh, you wanna do this so that you can like, flaunt that you have 2, viewer TVs, and you can. This is pathetic.
It's all about the Benjamins.
It's all about the Benjamins. Say, yeah, give me Seattle to win this game. I think if Houston beats Seattle, you think they're back? Would these be game? What? I'm just looking at the standings. This keep 2 wins or 3 wins?
Let me look at the standings real quick. Because I don't know. And
so they have 2. They're 2-3 right now. They are on a 2-game win streak. And we got the Jags losing. Oh, no, we got the Jags winning. We're split on the Colts.
So Houston, the teams that they've won against, the Titans, 26-0, and then Lamarless Ravens, 44-10. Do I think they're back if they win this game?
I mean, their defense is legit, 61 points. They're plus 47. So their defense is legit, but do you think the offense is back?
No, I don't know. I need to see it, I think, a little longer.
Yeah, that's why I don't think they're fully cooked, but yeah, give me Seattle for this game. All right.